Shocking, isn't it? You can say without question that you've never seen anything like it. Or can you? The Devastate 8 is a sight to behold. It is a fighter jet just without the wings and the Top Gun music. I mean, look at the body gaps on the sides. Look how long this car is. This car is 80% engine. And we can't just skip over the elephant in the room. Look at those exhausts. Now, the Devastate 8 is styled off its real-life counterpart called the Devil 16, which is quite an interesting car, coming in at a whopping 5,007 horsepower, with an estimated 315 mile-an-hour top speed, all for an astonishing $2.2 million. And in-game, it's a pretty hefty setback as well, sitting at $1.79 million, and that's before you get to add any of the cool mods. The thing that sets the Devastate 8 apart from its real-life counterpart, apart from being half of 16 obviously, is it has seen production, while the Devil 16 has been a project since 2006 and has still yet to see the light of day apart from a few car shows. That's enough of all that though. We need to figure out how this car will perform, and that gives me a very specific idea. What better way to test a car that looks like a jet than to race it against a jet? This brings us to Fort Zancudo, located in Blaine County. How do we have access to a military base, you may ask? Well, when almost anyone is able to go out and buy their own tanks or fighter jets, the military basically gives up. That was unbelievable. The Devastate 8 is officially faster than a military laser fighter jet. If Grand Theft Auto had a hypercar category, this car would be the first. But is it useful in Los Santos? Yes, it's fast, but is speed everything when there's so much going on around you, from heists to drug runs and more? Where are you going to find a straightaway? With its length and top speed, it potentially must be awful in the corners. Or is it? And away we go, being the very first car around the Grand Theft Gear test track. Into the first corner here. Flying towards the piss washer corner. We have a small shortcut here. You can cut through the grass slightly into the iconic Atomic Straight. As you go barreling through these tires, trying to hit that top speed, you just have to beware. You have to heavily brake into the next corner. Finally, going through the Sprunk S here. Finally into the Jackal Racing U-turn. And we have a small straight here before we get into the Zero Gas Straight. This is a very important corner coming up. It's the no advertisement corner, and you have to really keep your speed flying through that corner as you go barreling towards the start-finish line now, trying to hit that top speed. And finally across the line. An absolute killer of a lap there from Franklin in the Devastate 8. It is now time to see how fast it was and where it will end up on the board. Obviously, being the only car on the board, we will have a new track record. Franklin in the Devastate 8 was able to do the lap in 58.53 seconds. This will be an insane challenge for any other car that comes through the test track. A sub 1 minute lap, our first episode, is astonishing.